What's up, y'all? It's Gamer Brace here, and today we're going to be talking about the Keybox Impact arcade controller. This controller is made by KeyboxArcade. They're a very good controller company, very small, but they make a lot of really good products. So I'm going to have their website link in the description so you guys could check them out. They make really cool stuff. The customer service is great. I don't think anyone would be disappointed with their products, so be sure to check them out. So the Keybox Impact controller has the normal hitbox style layout, but it has two additional buttons that are the L3 and R3, but you can map them to whatever buttons you want. You can add an additional punch to here or an additional kick to here. It's pretty much whatever you want to do with it. Now the whole enclosure itself is 3D printed, also the buttons. So it's completely 3D printed plastic. It doesn't feel too bad though. Of course it does kind of have a cheap plastic feeling because it's entirely plastic, but it still feels good. It's not a bad plastic feeling, if that makes sense. So with the buttons being 3D printed too, the way they actuate is actually with computer switches. So this controller is hot swappable. So right now they're Kale Chalk V2 low profile switches in here, but you can swap them out for Chalk blue switches or Chalk brown switches. So as you can see here, it uses Kale Chalk V2 red switch, and these are linears. So it's very smooth feeling when you tap the button. The blue switches are clicky and browns are tactiles. And when you check out, you could choose which type of button you want, but I just chose to go with red linears for this. Now this controller also has a Brook board inside of it, and the Brook board meaning it can connect to Ps4 Pc and the Nintendo Switch. There's also a PS5 version that costs a little bit extra, but if you have the money to throw and you use the PS5 often for fighting games, I'd say it's worth upgrading to. The board also already has the Capcom SOCD cleaning implemented into it, so you would just have to plug it in and then hold two specific buttons down for it to equal neutral when you hit down and up at the same time. But you could also switch it back to the default, which is down and up equals up. Now I'm sure you've noticed by now that this controller is very small, it's very compact. So definitely make it easy for you to just take around with you wherever you go. If you have like a Switch, because it is compatible with Switch, or if you have like a Steam Deck, this is perfect for that. It is actually smaller than the Snackbox Micro. But as you can see, I have the Snackbox Micro here, and the Keybox Impact. You can see it is small by a significant amount. So it definitely leaves a lot of room if you're packing a lot of stuff, and I think that's a benefit. Now you would think because of how small it is, it might be uncomfortable to use, but I didn't have an issue with it. It fits very nice in your hands. That's how the buttons sound. Your fingers just lay nicely on top of the buttons. And I also thought these buttons would get in the way, but they actually don't at all, which is perfect. So as you can see, this is how your placement would be. Got your left, down, right, and up. And it feels pretty comfortable, especially on a desk it does, but it's not too bad on your lap either. You would probably have to like play on your leg or something, but it's honestly not too bad. Now I'm going to show you guys some combos I did with the Keybox Impact, and the games I chose were Street Fighter 6 and Them's Fighting Herds. And just to show you guys real quick, I mapped this button differently. So this button for me right now is drive impact.
Well done. Once more.
So now it just comes down to price. The Keybox Impact controller is in USD, say about $170, which isn't bad when you look at other Hitbox style controllers like Hitbox itself or the Snackbox Micro, which is over $200. And don't even get me started on stuff like the Victrix, that's $400. So I'd say a controller like this for about $170, and it can connect to multiple consoles. I honestly think it's worth it. And with all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. If you have any more questions about the controller, just comment down below. And definitely be sure to check out Keybox Arcades. They make a lot of cool stuff. They definitely deserve the support. So if you're interested at all, just browse their shop. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. So until then, take it easy, y'all.